Hello, this is another edition of the Stuart Doll Show. It is Thursday, May the 7th. It is about 10:11 p.m. Um, I've been home from my usual Thursday night swim practice with my swim team, the North End Seals, for a little while. Normally, I don't get home till like just before 9:30 because of how my bus, because of the three buses I have to take. And that I have to take a 71, then an 11, then a 79. But there it's just 67 and 71. But in total, in the evening, I take about 5 buses in total. But I'm used to the long commute anyways. We all, me and all my other swim teammates, we all worked our butts off tonight. We started off our warm up with 10 laps warm up. Our choice. Whatever, front, back, or breast. Whatever, or fly. For those who do fly. What else? We also did flutter kick and on our front, back, and breast kick, and for those who do fly, dolphin kick. And then what else did we do? Then after we did that, we had a quick relay, and that basically just by the deep end, and that we all lined up in an orderly fashion in our lane, and we had to swim as fast as we could to the other end, and then turn around and go back as fast as we could. And it was pretty fun at the end of practice. And then we did maybe not even a lap of cooldown, like maybe halfway, and then back to the other end, and then we were done practice. Um, what else? Today marks the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany and all its forces, because it was on this day, May the 7th, 1945, in the headquarters of Allied Supreme Commander General Dwight D. Eisenhower, was a part of the German Instrument of Surrender, which occurred at about 2:02:41 Eastern Central European time, in which Alfred Jodl, who was a part of the German Armed Forces, signed the unconditional surrender document in that. But the thing is, back then, the only person not satisfied with that was part of this agreement was the Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. So that was one surrender document that was signed. But then, just to satisfy Joseph Stalin's paranoia and madness, whatever you want to call it, probably all both put together. So the next day, on May the 8th, 1945, in the German capital of Berlin, another unconditional surrender document was signed to satisfy the Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. This was on behalf of the Germans. It was signed by Hitler's chief of staff, Wilhelm Keitel, who was Hitler's chief of staff throughout the 6 years of war, and Alfred Jodl and whoever was the head of the Luftwaffe back then. And then on behalf of the Allies, the following people signed. For the Western Allies, it was D. Eisenhower's chief of staff, Walter Patel Smith, and then on behalf of the Soviet Union this is where the first surrender document was signed in France. It was signed on behalf of the Western Allies by Walter Patel Smith, Dwight Eisenhower's chief of staff, and on behalf of the Soviet Union, Ivan Susoperlov. But basically, Susoperlov was not authorized by Joseph Stalin to sign on behalf of the Soviet Union. See how sarcastically I say that? Because it sounds so stupid, doesn't it? But, whatever. It's Joseph Stalin. He was the greatest mass murderer in history because he murdered more of his own countrymen as opposed to all of Russia's wars. But, whatever. Anyways, so then on May the 8th, when the other surrender ceremony was conducted in Berlin, Wilhelm Keitel, Hitler's chief of staff, signed, and Alfred Jodl. And yeah, so May the 8th, the day after the German surrender, is known as Victory in Europe Day. This has been another edition of the Stuart Dahl Show. I'll be making another special edition on Victory in Europe Day tomorrow. For now, I'm signing off. Good night.